Hello, virtual people. Is that a lame thing to say, or should that be my new catchphrase? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, this is just David today. This week has been pretty crazy with scheduling, so I thought I'd get on and make a quick episode just by myself. I wanted to talk about some of the things that we're doing on our website, nintendcity.com. We're a pretty new website that's trying to get some sort of footing in the larger Nintendo community. We've been doing our podcast for almost 2 whole years now, and now we want to run a news site on top of the podcast. We feel that even with all the great Nintendo news sites that are out there, we can pull something slightly different and bring something new to the table. While still pushing out the latest and greatest news, we want to be able to write and feature opinion and story articles from the community. You know, ways to highlight some of the greatness within the community while drawing in those that want to read news. Turns out it's really hard to do this by ourselves, so we thought we'd ask you all to help us in this effort. If you're willing to help us write some news content or post articles or something similar to that, head on over to our Discord server with your ideas. There's a nice widget in our sidebar on our main website that can help you get to our Discord, and I'll include the link in the show notes of this episode. Once you're there, you can mention any of us on staff, and we'll get you more information. We really want to make our website great, so if you can help us, be sure to let us know. Other than that, we're planning some great episodes of this podcast for you guys in the near future. Our last episode was our Switch and Breath of the Wild review, so if you haven't heard that one yet, we'd highly recommend that you listen to it. It is spoiler-free, and we talk about what works and what doesn't on both the console and the game. If you want to keep in touch with us, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. All of our articles on the main site get pushed there, so you'll stay up to date. If you want to help us post on Facebook and Twitter, feel free to contact us on Discord, just like you would if you were interested in posting on our main site. We also have a series of image posts happening on our Instagram called Daily Toad. If you haven't been following Toad's misadventures, you should. Our Instagram is just Nintensity. Anyway, we're excited for the next year of the Virtual Boys podcast, even with a few scheduling conflicts here and there that we might foresee. We're a small podcast, so we have to work with what we have, and we'll definitely get episodes out. If you can't help us post news or post on social media, we'd ask you to consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/Nintensity. I know I plug this every episode, but small donations help keep the podcast and website alive. Even just donating $1 a month, which is about a quarter a show, will help us out. You'll get access to our Patreon feed, which will be used when we get more support, as well as a voice in our Patreon-only Discord chat where you can come with your topic ideas and some other suggestions for the show. If you donate $5 a month, which is about $1 an episode, you'll get a greater say in our plans, as well as a listing as supporter in each episode. There are more tiers with more rewards, and those will get fleshed out as we get more support and as our podcast gets larger. The more support we can get from you guys, the more time and effort we can put into our podcast and these reward tiers. Now, even if you can't support us through Patreon, it would mean the world if you'd share this podcast with your friends. We want to reach a wide audience with our particular viewpoints and humor, and sharing the episodes with your friends will help us out immensely. We truly appreciate the support that we've received over the last year and a few months, and we can only see a bright future ahead. I also wanted to mention that I finally updated our default podcast cover art to be something cool, other than just some random gradients and weird text effects. It's a nice controller based on the SNES controller that was designed by Jessica Baxter. You can check out her stuff by visiting her Redbubble at redbubble.com/people/biteable-lion. Again, the link will be in the show notes and the episode description. Anyway, we'd like to thank you for your support in advance. It means the world to us. Expect a new episode next week about some Nintendo topic that's currently on our minds. In the meantime, you should go check out some of our older episodes. You can clearly see how much better I've gotten at editing these things. But anyway, thanks again for everything, and we'll catch you next time on the Virtual Boys podcast. Thank you.